Hi, my name is Rolf, and I have a big challenge in front of me here. I have received a blind tasting challenge from my good friend Stig. He sent me 6 samples in the mail, and I have got some instructions here. So this will be very exciting and a little bit scary. Yeah, and about me, maybe 4 years into my whiskey journey, so I'm not that experienced. But I'm enjoying the journey. I've been traveled to Scotland a couple of times, more than a couple of times already, and really enjoying the whiskey culture, the whiskey people, and of course the different types of whiskey. Yeah, so let me have a look at the instructions. Read me first. Okay. Lots of citrus, fresh fruits. I feel that this is a bourbon matured whiskey. So definitely no peat, that's for sure. Yeah. Melon, maybe. Slanter. But there's no burn. I don't think it's more than 50%, maybe 46 even. Okay. Bourbon. Not bourbon, but it's, I think it's Scotch whiskey matured in a bourbon cask. Or most of it is bourbon casks. Number 2. Okay. Is this more of the sherry, more to the sherry notes? I don't know. Darker fruits. Some sweet jam notes here. What kind of berries? I don't know. Smells good. This is much more stronger than the first one. Could be cask straight, this one. Sweet candy, long finish. So if it's not, could it be course, it could be some other types of casks. I don't know. Port. Port should be more pink, shouldn't it? So it's fruity, sweet, strong. Nice texture. Good. On to number 3. Color-wise, this is a little bit darker. Ah, now we are into the sherry. This is. Let me have a look at this legs. Yeah, very slow running legs. Oh, this is deep. Sherry. Dark fruit. Still no peat. 1, 2, 3, no peat at all. Oh, this is heaven. Some herbs. It has, I think it has this old feel. I haven't been drinking a lot of old whiskies, so I don't have that much references, but I have a feeling that this is an old whiskey. It has this dusty old books kind of thing. Cheers. This is a good one. Good. Thank you, Stig. So it has more oak with these dark fruits, very long finish. It's more than 40%, so this is I don't know, at least 46, could be cask strength as well. Very nice. Okay. So, let's go to number 4. Much lighter. Is it some mist already here? Scottish mist? I haven't added any water, so could be. So that would say that this is non-chill filtered, and then maybe also higher ABV than 46 or 46 or higher. So this is back to bourbon territory. It's very citrusy and grassy, like hay. Mm. Yeah, so this is very fresh melon. Summer, that is summer field. Mm. Oh, that's pleasant, very pleasant. Mm. I'm really enjoying this thing, and I think that's the main thing here, is to enjoy the whiskey, because I'm pretty confident that I will not score very high. Blind tasting is not my strong thing, but it's really fun. So really enjoying the moment. Hmm. So this is not that strong. 46% maybe, or maybe my palate is just getting used to the ABV here. Could be. Okay. Let's move on. Has some color here. Could of course be added color, so it shouldn't mean anything. Okay. So now this is the first peated whiskey. The very first one. No peat at all on the 1 to 4, but here we have the peat. The peat. Okay, so it's not Lafroig peat. It's not too medicinal, I think. This is more like the pleasant campfire, after the campfire, some interesting. Could be Isla, of course, but I don't think Lafroig or Ardbeg, or could be Lagavulin, Beaumont, or Colila. Right, let's continue with the last whiskey. This one again is a little bit lighter in the color. Ooh. There is some peat here, but it's very much in the background. Or is it? Is it any peat? Are there any peat there? No peat. Suddenly, what happened now is peat has disappeared from my nose. It's kind of been nulled out or something. What happened? Yeah, this is still peaty, but not as peaty as on the first nose. And to be honest, I had a smell of all of these just before I started recording, and these two were much more peatier than this was peaty. Now I can't. It's a strong sense of some fruits. Jam. Okay. Could it be it's either very low ppm, or could it be a very old peated whiskey that so the peat has just mellowed out? I have to taste it. Yeah. This is peaty on the aftertaste. So by the color I will say that this is a bourbon matured peated whiskey. Maybe a little, an old one. 20 plus years. This is confusing. Okay. It's so fruity now. I'm saying this is bourbon matured. It has some citrus smell and fresh fruit. Could it be orange, maybe? I'll stick with that. So this is Speyside 16-year-old Speyside, 43%, 46% Speyside for bourbon mature. I'm not gonna say distilleries because that's impossible. This has a very nice smell. I feel that. Okay, I'm thinking Scotch here, but could of course be some Japanese or. I haven't been smelling or tasting any bourbons or American whiskies. I'm pretty confident that that's the case. Irish, I don't know. I have no experience with Irish, so I can't tell. I think this is a good Speyside. I could just say a whiskey that I haven't tasted yet. Longbourn 16. Okay, this one. This is a little bit tricky because this is more. This is either sherry notes or some other type of cask. Port. Could it be? I don't know. Maybe not. This is a lighter sherry. Could be a. Could be a mix. Could it be Glenfarclas? Wild guess. Glenfarclas Family Cask 2000. So this is, I think this is sherry, Oloroso or PX. Maybe Oloroso, because it's not so sweet. I'm going for Oloroso Sherry Mature. Yeah. Maybe 20 plus years. It has more oak. Very long aftertaste. Herbs. Distillery. I mean, could it be Macallan? Could it be Glendronach? Abelard? Maybe Abelard? Okay, and this strange one. It's grassy still and citrus, fresh. But it's also round. It's not sharp, so it's not alcohol bite, or so it's not young, very young. It's I really like this one. This is top 3. I think this is also top 3. And this one. Let's see. So nice. It's going to be hard to rate, or yeah, from 1 to 6. Going to be very hard. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to taste this one first. This smells like something I haven't smelled before. This is strange. Or it's new to me. It's interesting. I'm missing some experience here. I feel it's kind of apple and pears, and or plum maybe. There's a smoke. It's not peaty. It's smoky. Could it be something else? Non-Scotch? Okay. This one. I feel that there is some sherry influence there, so My guess is Lagavulin or Beaumont. I don't think it's Lafroig or Ardbeg. I'm gonna guess Beaumont. Independent bottling. 17 years. This one, I have no clue. I need to wait for the second instructions. Okay. Score. Number 3 is my favorite. Number 4 is my second favorite. And number 5 is my wait a minute. I'm very intrigued about this one. No, it's so strange. This is my number 3, third place. Number 5 is my third place. It's a really good peated whiskey. This is number 4. Number 6 is my number 4 because it's so interesting. And then I think I like number 1 better than it. So number 1 is my number 5 and number 2 is last, but still good. I think all of these are very good, so, and interesting, very different flavors. So thank you again, Stig. This is very interesting and challenging, and it's a very good Saturday. Enjoying this. Okay, let's go to the instructions number 2. So A is from Isla. B, here it comes, not a single malt. Alrighty. I was actually thinking first that this is all Scotch, but that's not the case. Because C is a French single malt. D is 16-year-old, and it actually says here one of Aquavita's favorites. Didn't I just say what? Didn't I say Longmorn 16? I said that number 1 was Longmorn 16. Okay. Distilled, E is distilled in 1993. F matured in French wine barrels. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Number 5 is Isla. I mean, I can't go wrong on that. 1 point. So 5 is A. already said that this one is 16 years old, and Longmorn 16. The bourbon, mostly bourbon matured Speyside, and one of Aquavita's favorites. So I will stick with that. So one is D. B, not single malt. My first thought would be this one, because I was confused about this one. I was first smelling peat, but then I didn't smell peat, and it was... I have never tasted anything like this, so... Not single malt. Could be. That's B, not single malt. Then we have these three. French single malt. Did I say... So one French single malt. One is distilled in 1993. Yeah. So that should be the old one. I was getting old books from this one. So yeah, 1993, 7, 18, 25 years old. I'm thinking this one is 25 years old, sherry matured. Okay, number 3 is my E, distilled in 1993. These two were quite funky. So this was very grassy and very citrusy, and I was, in the end here, I was thinking this could be wine finish. I think I said Sauternes. So I will stick with, this is F. My number 4 is F. Matured in French oak, French wine barrels. So then this should be French single malt. Number 2 is a French single malt, because I wasn't sure about that either. I couldn't place it, so yeah. Makes sense, but it's of course totally wrong. I'm gonna lock in my answer. Whew, this is exciting. Okay, let's go to... When I've locked in my answers, then I can go to number 3. Okay, so now we have a list of the whiskies in random order. So what we have here is a Glenkeith 1993 21-year-old small batch cask strength from Cadenheads, 54.1%. Yep, 1993. I said that it's This one, Glenkeith. I don't know. Okay, I haven't tasted Glenkeith before. I'm pretty sure of that. But this is sherry mature. Okay. I mean, I have to stick with my answer. Information that this is Glenkeith doesn't tell me anything, so I will stick with that. Okay, let me go through the list. A, there's a Glenkeith 1993, 21-year-old. B, there's a Longmorn 16, yes, 48%. So that's the old version of the Longmorn 16. Aquavita's Roy's favorite. And I said that this is number one is my guess that this is Longmorn. It's a very good whiskey. I rated it number 5 in this company. So number C is a French peated single malt. I'm in trouble. There, I just realized that I have been totally wrong. D is Glenmoray, 2006. 12-year-old Chardonnay, single cask, 59%. Oh my god. And E is Cambus, 1991, 25-year-old single grain. Okay, now I need to rethink here. Now we have the open blind taste, and I should maybe try to get it right in the end. F is Ardbeg 1991 Madeira single cask. 12-year-old, 52.7% official bottling. I'm totally confused now. Okay. I mean, 1 to 4, no peat whatsoever. The last two, I was getting peat here initially, but then it just disappeared. It was very fruity, very strange, very different. So this has to be the French one. And it's not very strong either, it's 46%. Wow. But hey, the Ardbeg 1998 Madeira cask. (1998), that's pretty old. Could the peat be... Ah. But it says here it's a cask sample, 12 years old. I mean, Ardbeg, this is official bottling as well. Really? Ardbeg 1998 Madeira single cask. Cask number 1379. Cask sample, 12 years old, 52.7% official bottling. I never heard about it. About this. Good. Okay, I need. So the Madeira, could that be? Yeah, it's very fruity and. But I would expect an Ardbeg 12-year-old would be much more punchy in the peat, with the peat. This is so in the background. This is not Ardbeg. No. So I'm gonna change this to be. I'm saying that this is Ardbeg Madeira cask, 12-year-old. Despite that the peat is very, very mellow. Doesn't feel right, but I would say that this is French peated single malt. Cornog Rock here. Ardbeg, Cornog Rock here, French single malt. Number 1. Longmorn 16. So what do we have then? We have the Glenkeith 1993, 21-year-old. Small batch, cask strength from Cadenhead, 54.1%. Then we have the Glenmoray Chardonnay cask, 12-year-old, 59%. Yeah, this one. I was debating, could this be something else than sherry? It could be. I was into port, so Chardonnay wine. French wine cask. It has to be this one, Glenmoray. 59%. Yeah. I was thinking cask strength here. So I will say that this is the Glenmoray 2006 Chardonnay cask. Then this one, the citrusy and grassy one. I really enjoy this one. Could this be the grain? The Cambus 1991 25-year-old single grain, Cooper's Choice, 58.5%. It doesn't feel like 58. It doesn't feel like 58.5%. It's very smooth. But it's a 25-year-old, could be quite mellow, smooth. Yeah. It's not. Definitely more than 46, so yeah. It's quite strong. Mm. To be honest, I haven't tasted any grains either, so so if this is how old grain whiskey tastes, then it's something I need to check out, because this is really good. So I think this is, if I get everything wrong here now, it's not been wasted, because it's been a journey. I've learned a lot, so a lot of new experiences here. Very fun to do. So yeah, this is bugging me. Ardbeg, where's the Ardbeg? Ardbeg Madeira cask, 12-year-old. This has to be the Ardbeg. I'm changing my mind again. This has to be the Ardbeg, because I can't believe that this strange French. I can't believe that the French malt is more peaty than the Ardbeg. It doesn't add up. I think this is a tricky. Stig is playing me now. So part of me wants to say that the Ardbeg is the most peated one, but still. I need to think. Now it's much more peaty. What? Okay. Ardbeg, French, single malt, Cambus, single grain. The old Glenkeith sherry. So this is the Glenkeith. The Glenkeith is 1993 21-year-old small batch from Kidnet. Number 2 has to be the Glenmoray Chardonnay cask, 12-year-old. That makes sense. 59.5%. Yeah, I did say that it was cask strength, so yeah. Then we have the Longmore, 16-year-old. I think I'm gonna lock in my answer. So should we open number 4? The results. Number 1 is the Longbourn. It is the Longbourn. One point. Number 2 is the Glenmorangie Chardonnay cask. 2 points. And here we go. The old one. I was smelling old whiskey, oak, old books, dusty old books. It is the oldest one. It is the Cambus grain. But I was kind of feeling sherry. Sherry, do they, yeah, okay. Grain in sherry casks, is that okay? Is that the thing? Okay. The first miss. And then this is, yeah. Number 4 is the Glenkeith. Small batch. 21-year-old. So only 2 points. Ardbeg. This is the Ardbeg. So the most peated one is the Ardbeg, of course. I think I changed my mind a couple of times here, so I don't really remember what I said. I have to go back on the video. I think I ended up with this being the Ardbeg, so no points here. I was getting more peat in the end, so yeah, this was a strange one. I should have. I was tricked by the Madeira. I was thinking, is this Madeira? Okay, I don't know. So this is the Ardbeg. This is the French peated single malt, Cornock Rockheed. So even with dots of information, I got 2 points out of 6. I'm happy with that. This has been a very cool thing to do, and fantastic whiskey to taste, and lots of fun. So thank you for watching, and thank you Stig for this experience. This is Ebbhead signing off.